What's going on? This is Shango Ray, and I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to my sermon on your Mound. Okay? This is a live thing. One head in the building, it says. Welcome, one head. Welcome, big head. Carmen Webb, all the way from the land down under, Aussie, one of our resident Aussies. Welcome. Ah, Prophetess Van says, "Oh, you're going into Shababa Saka Wahoto." This message will be rather brief. My intention is afterwards we can do some GPS readings. I mean GPS card pools. A few. I intend to come back tomorrow. I had some unexpected things happen today, which was fine. But you have to be adaptable, and schedules may need to be rearranged. So, yes, the title of this sermon on that mound of yours is You Can Be Your Own Tow Truck. You can be your own tow truck. A lot of times when we're on our road, on our path, it can appear either we break down, we get stuck, and you need to call the triple G, the go, right? You need a tow truck, but you can be your own tow truck. Yeah. Welcome, Prophetess Vance. How was your Sunday? How was your solar day going? Ah, the camel speaks. What a play on words, right? That's a nickname that I've garnered over the years because I drink so much fucking water. They call me the camel. But a mound is a camel too. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you are what you eat. It was good. Repo Man. That too. I'm just letting a few people get in, and then, hey. Yeah, I just grab it by the gallon. You know what I'm saying? I grab it by the gallon and I just get moving. That's how I know how much I'm drinking. Not most, I mean, I'm averaging about a gallon and a half a day, usually. I'm about to get me one of them bottles, them big, like, tin water bottles or whatever that alkalize your water and shit. Because all this time I've been just drinking purified or distilled, which is okay, but we want that damn alkaline. Well, you're going to be seeing that bottle several times today. Yeah. How's everybody else's solar day with all three biscuits in the building? That means we got one lurker. We got one voyeur. One of those I just want to watch. Oh. So, don't be ashamed. A pH of 7.1 and above. Prophetess Fence, do you partake? Do you drink alkalized water? I mean, I know they got bottled alkalized water, but I have to wonder about that because it's in plastic. And in transit, that shit gets hot, cold, hot, cold. I mean, they try and say, oh yeah, well, this is BPA free and all that. I don't give a shit what they saying. I don't want my shit in plastic. Yeah, come on out, right? Shit, we may know who they are. I don't know. But yeah. Have you been drinking it though? I've seen it over. I was gonna like maybe get one or two just to see. I've done other things, but I don't know if I really alkalize my water. I don't know if you can just alkalize it by putting some lime or some other shit in your water. I don't know if that really works or not. I do, but at home I have a zero water filter and put lemon juice in it to make it. Does that actually make it alkaline? I guess there's only one way to find out, and that would be to get one of them strips to test the water, you know? But yeah, I know today, though, in reference to the Sermon on Your Mound, yeah, Shango's going to be taking him a spiritual bath today. It does. Oh, okay. Queen of Fire, welcome. Queen of Fire, where the hell you at again? You're in some European country, right? Like Ukraine or something like that, or Slagoslavia or something like that. Baking soda does too, but I don't like how that tastes. Yeah, that's what I tried too. And then I heard, well, other research that I did was like, you don't want to be drinking too. Belgium. Okay, my mistake there. Okay. Well, welcome there, Queen. Yeah, I heard too much of that. You don't want to be drinking too much of that. Well, once again, that's what I read. Do I know if it's true for a fact? Fuck if I know. You know, I guess I gotta try it out. I guess if your kidney is shut down or something like that, that means maybe it ain't that cool. You know, the place that sells the zero water filters also sells alkaline balls. Yeah, yeah. A zero water filter. Do you hook that to your sink? Damn, we're already 6 minutes in. Shit, I gotta get started with this song. But I want to know the answer to that question. Zero water filter. Starbucks. Celestial Bucks. Starbucks. What's going on? Yeah. Okay. Let's dive into this Sermon on Your Mound. I'm going to start running like a pre-video too, that gives people time to get in, so I'm not just here yapping and shit. No, it's like the Brita picture, but it removes. Yeah, Brita fucking sucks, man. My mom is all about Brita. I be drinking. When I've had to drink that shit, I'm like, yo, this is not this is not clear. This did not pass clearance. Hey, Digging it Smacky. How are you? Happy Solar Day. Happy Solar Day to you. Okay, so we're just going to get into this right here. It's a brief message, simplistic. I do believe that it can help somebody. I'm Slavic. Oh, hey, well, okay. Shit, I'm born in Poland. See, I knew I was right. I knew I was right. All right. The title of this particular sermon on your mound is You Can Be Your Own Tow Truck. But I originally wrote down You Are Your Own Tow Truck because the shit just started coming to me. Because I was standing outside and a tow truck went by and it had 111 on it. And it was a red tow truck. Tell you all the time, they don't leave me alone. I gets no break. I gets no break. Mia May, I need a tow truck. I feel like I do. Okay, well, you're in the right place. Okay, you're in the right place. Dolly Baptiste, what's going on? So, of course, as I get into my sermon, not going to be checking so much the comments for a minute. This one was probably going to last about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. That's my goal. All right, that's my goal. So, and then I would like to do, if we have a chance, I'll do some just GPS card pulls. Where on your road? Okay, now this is obviously brought to you by the Your Roads Open ritual. And I got to thank everyone. The response has been overwhelming. It would be overwhelming if I wasn't ready for it, okay? But I'm ready for it. And actually, I was ready for anything. So I wasn't expecting too much or too little. I was just like, I know what I felt when I put it out. I know there's people who need it. There's an old saying, you know, if you have a desire to create something or to bring something forth, there's a reason for that. There's people who are wanting that shit. So I knew it. So So you own your own tow truck. You are your own tow truck. You can be your own tow truck. So obviously, I'm going to use the analogy since we're talking road opener. And by the way, you see that beautiful purple strip right there? That tells you everything. Or you can go to the link in the description box. But this kind of also ties in with what I was speaking about as far as working with spirits, deities, gods, angels, demons, whatever, in the activation of what the humanities would call supernatural powers. I call them just natural. They've just been we've just been dumbed down. You know, we have been conditioned very heavily. So along this path of yours that you find yourself on right now, it's quite possible, you know, that not just your road might be blocked, or there might be lots of traffic. Maybe there was an accident. Your car might overheat. You might have to pull over to the side of the road for something. You might have a flat tire. You know, maybe, and we're going to deal with this too, negligence. I know a lot of you women seem to think sometimes the oil lights are like Christmas lights, decoration. You know what I'm saying? They're there for a reason. Okay. And yes, I'm getting sexist, all right? So whatever the cause is, we can find ourselves having to pull over in our journey. And sometimes, just all in all, that's not actually a bad thing. Sometimes you got to pull over to the side of the road, you know? But in this case, we're talking about in terms of the context of, I want to keep going, right? And you know, especially when you have that feeling, there's a particular feeling when you're pulling over on the side of the road, like, I have to stop, something's wrong, you know? Now, I want to say this. As I mentioned, I talked about working with spirits, right? I talked about before, if you haven't seen that, you can check my channel. That video is kind of recent, pretty recent. How there's certain groups of occultists who are like, no, these deities, these angels, demons, they exist outside of us. Then you have another school that says these are all aspects of ourselves, right? And then you have kind of like the ones in the middle who can see the validity in using both points of views, such as myself, right? Now, I fundamentally actually do believe that everything exists within you, right? But at the same time, we exist also within this kind of like collective consciousness as well. We're all connected. So therefore, I'm your mirror. So if you don't like what you're hearing, oh fucking well, all right, blame yourself because I'm you, all right? So, and yes, Prophet is Vance. Both are actually right. The Kabbalion says all truths are but half truths. So, like I said, I can see both points of view actually. And I'm going to tell you right now a couple different little things here that may help you out. Because sometimes when you feel overwhelmed, when your ego, when your, you know, your conscious mind, whatever, you know, all these, your individualized self, okay, whatever your name is, that, you know, who you think you are, that when that feels overwhelmed, there's been a lot of psychological studies which talk about how the belief in something like a God, or like you're petitioning a God or whatever, how that somehow actually can assist, really does actually assist people, especially when up here they just don't know what to do. And I believe that in one of the ways it helps is it helps you to get out of your own way. I know we have all had experiences where we either pray or we talk to something that we see outside of ourselves and we say, help, I don't know what the fuck to do. I am fucking done. Stick a fork in me. Mia May says, must be important. My internet keeps cutting off. Yes, it is. Black Star 79. What is going on? Shout out to you. Used a couple of your tools this weekend and got great results. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love to give out the tools, you know. They do work when you work them, and I appreciate you sharing that. So back to the you are your own tow truck, right? But okay, in the analogy of if you're stuck on the side of the road, if you feel you're stuck, what do? A lot of times you call that AAA, you call that whoever, and you get that tow truck coming over here. They link your shit up to that, and they get you back on the road. And they take you to whereas somewhere where your car can be serviced, or they take you back to your house or wherever you need to go, wherever you're headed. These spirits actually can act like that tow truck. Okay, now I'm talking from the point of view also that I'm talking from the point of view that when your personality, your id, your ego, your all of that shit, when you are just at the limit and you don't know what to do, you can reach out to these different deities, different forces that will assist you. Okay. And like I said, one of the ways it actually works, I have found, is it helps you to get out of your own way. When you can be like, I don't know how, I just know that this shit's going to happen. Or, you know what, I don't know what to do. Once again, coming back to a place of surrender too, because it also incorporates surrender. Because in order for you to like call out, whether you're calling out to Jesus, Allah, Buddha, fucking Pazuzu, Beelzebub, whoever, there's a sense of surrender. Because your ego, your id, this illusionary you who you think you are currently, just don't got the fucking answers, man. And can't see in any way, shape, or form how you can get back on your road. Okay? So I don't know if you guys have tried that lately. If you feel you're to that point where you need what do they call that? It was in Pulp Fiction also. Divine intervention. You can also call it divine intervention. All right. So when you need some help sometime, and everybody does it under different circumstances. Somebody may be on a deathbed. Oh, you best believe that atheist or whoever, please, if there's somebody out there, it's almost innate. It's almost instinctual. Okay. But what we're going to talk about here, though, is just how you can make this process a little bit more conscious and yet still have the magical whoa and factors about it. Like when it appears to be happening from some outside deity that is intervening on your behalf to get you back on the road, you know? So this is another thing, though, as far as why you would need your own tow truck, right? Negligence. For some reason, that word came to me today after I seen the tow truck. Negligence. I'm like, okay, let me look up the technical meaning. Maybe there's like something that's going to just shoot out at me and be like, bah, you know. But it basically means failure to take proper care in doing something. And that can be through actions that you do, or whatever these proper actions for you that you fail to take, that you fail to do. Negligence, you don't feed your fucking kid, so they starve, right? You didn't do something in that case, right? And the way that I'm looking at it, as far as each one of you right now are on your path, your road, I don't know how you consider it, whether you consider your road open, whether you consider like there's some fucking mild traffic here, or this is like LA traffic, you know? I don't know if there's a tree in your road. I don't know if it's flooding in your road. But whatever is going on, there's certain things that we got to do to make sure we're able to get down our road. Just because the road's open, we still have to be able to get down our road. You know what I'm saying? So in a car, you have like the oil and the petroleum, right? I look at those as spirit. Why? Because they're flammable. Spirit's fire. Spirit's transformative, right? You can also fuck your car up if you don't put no fucking water in it. Water, emotion, okay? It can either get too hot or too cold, okay? And then you have the electrical system. I would liken that, and the water, of course, is like I just said, your emotional system. Then you have the electrical system, which I would liken to your mental system, all right? And just like a lot of our cars, we have a governor chip in our mental system, a chip that limits how fast and all this that we can go. Yeah, Deaconess Smacky says we fail to take care of ourselves and put other things ahead. Exactly. Which is also why, like I said, I'm taking my own advice here. You know, it's time for yet another spiritual bath. I have to do them more frequently due to the nature of what I do. So, but yeah, so negligent. Yeah, exactly. So when that oil light comes out, right? So in your life, how might these manifest in your life, right? So the lights on your dashboard may be certain things, certain signs. They may be physical, right? There may be some type of physical sensation or inclination that, hey, I need to change something. Maybe I need more rest. Maybe I need better rest. Maybe I need to stop eating this stuff. Maybe like some people may eat shit that they love, but it like inflames them or irritates them. Inflammation. Maybe I need to be eating more of this so I work more optimally. You know, when you have a lot of inflammation, you're real foggy a lot. So you mix the foggy that with like not sleeping or not sleeping well, fucked up sleep schedule, stress. Now you're having some problems. Excuse me. Mia May says, if you're off the path, you need more tow trucks because it's a rough road to get back to find your path. Or in my life, it seems true. Well, there's always going to be a time to actually be off your path, though. That's what I want to say. Because you're not actually off your path. You know, in my opinion, and from what I've seen and the way that I see it, getting off your path is just as much a part of your overall path as being on this particular road. One open road, though, does lead to more open roads. All right? If you find yourself stuck in traffic, one of the things that you can do is start to take metaphysical and energetic means, because everything starts internally. And everything that shows up in your experience, unfortunately and fortunately, is a reflection of those things. You know, but I'm presenting kind of like a diagnosis that one may do, right? Because sometimes it's a question of, is it the road or is it my negligence? Is it my car? Do I got a beater? Do I got a hoopty? Is this fucking thing sputting around with black smoke shooting out the back and shit? Doesn't matter how clean the road is. My shit's fucked up. You know? Same thing. You can have a fucking brand new Tesla, brand new Lambo. And one thing I noticed about the electrical system or the mental system, as far as within cars now, especially nowadays cars, your whole car could be, I mean, clean as fuck. Everything running just like it should. And one little tiny microchip goes out and your whole shit is fucked. Your shit's fucked. And you know what? I think they also they program those chips as far as the cars go. But as far as you're concerned, that could be a belief right there. I have spoke on the governor chip before, okay? A lot of these cars can actually go faster and have more capabilities than they are allowed to do because they put a governor chip in them. And the governor chip, so now you, instead of going 220 miles an hour, you could, now you can only go 160. You cannot go any higher than what your governor chip says you can go. So it's time to take out the governor chip. That's where the clearing comes in. Because really, that's a lot of what it comes down to. It ain't even so much about what happens on the outside. It's what's going on inside your electrical system. You got that governor chip. It says, oh, we can't go past 160. You know? Princeton Buttons, man, showing them cars was right last week. Health. I'm so in the hospital, like right now. Anyone? Wow. Optimum health to you. Did we miss a rainbow rabbit up in there? Frankie! What's up, Frankie? So there's a lot of different factors as far as, because of course, who doesn't want an open road? Who doesn't want to just have some smooth sailing? Okay, and sometimes it ain't just about smooth sailing either. You're going to learn more from your failures and challenges than you're going to learn from your successes. Your failures and challenges make your successes. That's really what add up to your successes. So my point is, but it doesn't have to take you off the road, man. It don't got to take you off the road. Okay? So if you find yourself stuck, I'm going to give you a couple simple suggestions. Number one, we're going to take it here. Your ancestors. Now, there's a lot of different opinions on how to work with your ancestors. We're not going to get into that. There's a lot of different opinions on, hey, you shouldn't pray to your ancestors, or you should this, you shouldn't this, whatever. All I'm saying is they are a source of assistance. You don't think they want to assist you? You are them. If anybody wants to assist you, it is your ancestors. Yeah, it is your ancestors. And I don't know about you, but when I call upon my ancestors, I get this certain feeling that I don't get with anything else. They're as close as inside your blood, okay? They're the structures of their deoxynucleic acid makes you, all right? So you've probably often heard first line of defense, or first things first in the order of operations, your ancestors. Okay. Now, second, and mind you, this is all intuitive too. You may be pulled to work with a certain, you may be, I don't know, maybe you've been working with a certain deity really tough. Maybe you've been working with a certain spirit really tough. So you call out to that spirit. Okay. I think I've given this before. I don't have the book around me, but there's a technique where you actually pretend that you are that deity looking at yourself. You want to get into this. You really want to pretend. Remember when you're kids and you're playing, you're like, okay, for pretends, right? Pretend this, pretend that. And then once you say pretend, like that's what it is for right now, until we stop pretending, you know? So, oh, white Jesus to one events. If you could pray to white Jesus, and you know why that's so effective though? You've had grandmas and great grandmas and all kinds of other people when you were younger who you looked up to as an authority, and all these people are on white Jesus. So something in your mind clicks and says white Jesus must be real. You can get an effect with white Jesus just as much as you could. I mean, obviously there's a whole science behind the white Jesus. He was actually created for a particular reason, but we're not going to get into that either. But I've heard of Muslims doing prayers. Muslims pray and Allah heals the person who's sick. Buddhists, same thing. Magic, occultists, same thing. So pick your poison, pick your way. Them holy rollers. Oh, they're a fun group, man. Them holy rollers are a fun group. Yeah, so anyways, the technique goes, you pretend, you assume that you are this particular deity. If it's white Jesus, knock yourself out, okay? If it's whoever, knock yourself out. You view yourself coming to the deity that is you in whatever emotional state. Hey, I really need this to happen. I need this and that. And you, as the benevolent god or goddess or whoever, whatever the deity is, let's just say your name, let's just say, okay, Prophetess Vance. If Prophetess Vance did it, she would pretend she's a deity. She would see herself. She would see Prophetess Vance approaching this deity for assistance, help. There's some urgency here. Shit needs to happen here. All right. Or so she believes in this moment. Like, that's how she feels. So you, as the gracious deity, would say, you know what, Prophetess Vance, you got that. Okay. I'm giving it to you right now. Boom. You'd be surprised even just how well that simple ass shit works. And a lot of times the simple shit goes over a lot of yours. Yeah, goes over your heads because it's simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. It really doesn't, man. I am all about simplification. Okay? That's one way you could be your own tow truck, though. You can be the tow truck. You could switch from the person needing the tow truck to the tow truck. Okay? Now, of course, you can enact, depending on how do you respond to certain situations. If you got to pull over to the side of the road, analogously speaking, how do you get? Do you get more panicky? Does your mind automatically start turning to what the hell's going to go wrong? How you're going to die? How your life's going to be ruined? How all this shit? Or are you able to control that? Because you're going to have to be able to control that at some point. Deaconess Smacky says, sometimes it's too much for them to comprehend that concept that you need your ancestors. You know what's funny? Like, well, my mother, who I love more than anything, she's a Christian, as I've said before, right? And her philosophy, according to the Bible or whatever, and I notice a lot of them say this shit, to be absent from the body is to be present before the Lord. And they take it as, when you leave the body, you're either like already in heaven or somewhere else. And if I'm able to contact you right now, then it's not really you. It's hold on, a demon. I've called on Celestial Earth Goddess. I need to do that again. Hey, if you work with Jesus and met Kafu, is that a house divided? That would depend on who's working with it. That's a good question, Omi May. She asks, if you work with Metcalfu and Jesus, is that a house divided? It depends on how you're approaching it. Because I'm just going to say that I'm the type of individual that I can use anything. I am extremely adaptable. I can even change belief systems to match what I'm doing. Now, if somebody has a strong conviction, like I would have had maybe 15, 20 years ago, or, especially when I was into Christianity, my belief system was entrenched in that Christianity shit. So anything I did that I felt was not of the Lord, somehow it got fucked up. I would also, my reticular activation system would also look, if anything happened, anything that like wrong happened, I would attribute it to, you know why that happened, right? Because you did something wrong. Because you went against Jesus. Because you went against Jesus. That's why. Them demons. You're out there doing the worldly secular thing. The Lord will not back you up. The Lord will not support that. If it ain't glorifying Jesus, hallelujah. Wanda Martinez, I have not seen a live of you in a while. Hey, welcome. Welcome back. Mia May, does that make sense to you though? That's where the checkup from the neck up has to happen though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like, first of all, you gotta identify your belief systems. So if like, and I notice people, it's not magic that fucks people up. It's their belief system when they get into it. Because they're probably still, there's a very good chance that they're still steeped in the Christian God spell. And that's going to short stop all your wonderful, magical, demonic, occultic gains. All right. I think Jesus is gangster. I'm going to tell you, look, when I was homeless, without residence, and I commandeered an office. That's right, I commandeered an office. Right next door was a church, a regular, like a Christian church, not a Catholic one, a Christian one, not a Presbyterian one, but just a straight up Christian church. There was a, and this was close to like an old town part of like, you know, old town, downtown part of this place that I live. There was a Bible bookstore there. Was it there that I bought it? I think I bought it there. So I went and bought a little statue of sweet little baby Jesus. Of sweet little baby Jesus. I bought a little statue of sweet little baby Jesus. I went over to the church and basically I turned sweet little baby Jesus into a battery. A really good battery. And I buried sweet little baby Jesus. I did a whole little thing, you know, I did a whole thing over that. I did a whole thing. I don't even remember exactly what I did. But after a few days, and then I started repeating it too. After a few days, I went and got it. And then I used the sweet little baby Jesus battery in my other shit. Did I feel convicted? Did I feel like I was doing wrong? No. Do as thou wilt. I was already on that page, you know. But my point is, I know people who go into churches just for the worship part, where the music is high, the emotion is high, and they sit there and they just fucking feed off the energy. They vamp off the people there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I charged it. What a straight up. Well, what I mean is you got different sects of Christian churches, right? You got more Baptists, right? You got Presbyterian, you got Seventh-day Adventists. You got ones that are just more kind of lax, laid back, still with the fire of the Holy Spirit, but they're more like just non-denominational. Just come as you are. We'll take your tithes. We'll take your offerings. Come as you are. You know, and then you have other types of Christian churches that are like really traditional, or they're like almost two steps away, one step away from being like a cult, you know, or they're maybe super old, like the women don't wear pants and shit. There's still some of those, you know. But this one was just more like you didn't have to get all suited and booted, you know. There really wasn't a lot of big hats in the church. It was just like a whole mix. It was like multi-racial, multi-everything. Just one of those. Take. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Prophetess Van says, "Oh, I see what you." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it was just one of those, you know. But I used it. So my point, anyways, good question on me, man. Like, because I've seen people, and I can diagnose it real fast. Because if someone has a lot of questions, like they're scared, like they think if I do one thing wrong, if I mispronounce this word, am I going to get fucked up? A lot of that shit is really a mask or a result of like the religious programming. Also, even though it doesn't seem like it, that person's lack of ability to, or the lack of being able to trust in their shit, You know, hey, if I don't have a red candle, does that mean I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get fucked up? Or is the demon gonna be mad because I didn't use a red candle? Like if all I had was a white candle, use what you use. Use what you got. That basket goes around mad time, says yes, exactly. Miss Martinez. It sure does. And they used to irritate me because they were quite loud. That tambourine, yo. That tambourine. What's going on, Miss Garcia? So, okay, back to the sermon. As far as that goes, the being able to be your own tow truck to me is being able to step out of your own. I'll tell you another way you can be your own tow truck too. And this is like I've given this out before too, but I'm just kind of summating these things, so it's kind of more like a little package deal. Is sometimes to get out of yourself, you can do just go do something nice for somebody. You authentically just want to help somebody. You're not even concerned about what they may do for you, anything. Just it has this way of being able to get you out of yourself. Prophetess Vance says, sometimes my left brain can make things too technical and the right brain has to tell it to calm down. Yeah. You got to get in that right brain. There's a time to have the left brain on, but when you enter into the temple, the real temple, you can't take the left brain with you. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave that shit out. You've had your time, left brain. You can wait outside. You got to leave the left brain. The left brain is actually, and yes, we need the left brain, but the left brain is actually what binds you to the matrix. It's what keeps you stuck in the matrix, and it's what keeps us repeating and recreating the same shit over and over again. And prohibits us, it wants to prohibit us actually from going in. Now, then you can also synergize both hemispheres too. One thing that you could simply do, if you want to, like on an energetic level, kind of consider this like a mudra, is I think I've showed this too, though. You could take your hands. I know we're going everywhere with this sermon. It's one of them days. You take your hands like this. See, I'm like this. And you could just sit in the chair and just like chill for a minute and just breathe. And then you want to cross your feet too. Doesn't matter how you cross your feet. You can experiment it. I can try it like this, or I can try it like that. See what you feel. See what you experience. But sitting like this and just chilling out and breathing like this, just chilling out. Anytime one crosses over to the other, you're crossing. Anytime you cross this middle line, you are, what do they call it? What's the name of that? It's sinking. It's kind of like it's sinking, but there's another word for it. Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, you got to get rid of that left brain there. Okay. Got to get rid of that left brain there. But the other way, of course, is you can utilize magic ritual. That's part of what magic ritual's job is to do, is to get you out of that left brain into the right brain, get you out of your own way. It's just a way. It's not the only way. It's a way. There's a bunch of different ways to do this shit. You got to find what you really like to do. What gets your clam greasy. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, you can indulge in some magic ritual. Most people kind of fuck that up though, because they're too attached to the result. So the ritual doesn't act as a sense of a release and a catalyst of transformation. As I've said before, if you're going to do a ritual, you should get up from that ritual even just a little bit different than when you sat down. If you're still the same and you're still thinking the same shit, we missed the boat. We missed it. Redo it. redo it again, you know? So that's something to consider. All right. But yes, you are totally able to be your own tow truck in all these different various ways. These are just a few different ways that you can experience you being your own tow truck. The other way is you join the road open, your roads open ritual. Like I said, we've had a fucking phenomenal turnout. I cannot complain. I am astounded, I'm humbled, and I'm happy to see those of you who are stepping up and stepping out. Okay, stepping out. Fuck this shit. Like, cause, like I said, when I told you I felt that there was a need, I wasn't thinking maybe there was a need. This was like, there's a need. There's definitely a need. This is what you're doing right now, buddy. So buckle up for the next 2 weeks. This is what you're doing. Okay. And this is who you're doing it with. So it's not only a road open, it's also a road clearing. Okay, we're taking that governor chip out. That's where the blockages are at, yo. This, and of course, obviously, in your energetic system, but they're connected. Like your mind can't affect your energetic system. Like they're just two totally separate things. No, 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 no. They all. That's like saying what's more important, your stomach, your heart, or your brain. Like you need all of them, right? You need all of them. Video saying to how what miss the video saying to show ourselves as we are. I like that. Hey, oh yeah, the video. Yeah. Uh no, I just felt like that needs it was an observation. Thank you, first of all. It was an observational comment, Terry. That's what it was. I see a lot of that, but what I wish I would have put in there is, for one, well, like I said, I'm not the average person because like I can read photographs, you know, so I read energy that way too. But the other thing is, to almost anybody, I would think it's kind of common sense. Like if someone appears like they're hiding something, why are you hiding something? If you feel like, and if someone's ashamed of something, but you're kind of halfway doing something, but you're not doing it, but you are, because uh, I've known BBWs, when they walk in a room, every head turns. They got niggas lined up. They got the good gush. They got the super duper throat, the goat throat, like bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about that. If a bitch is confident, she's going to show herself. Oh, you're going to see her. You are going to see her. And, as far as like, if you're a Kilimanjaro or not, that's all subjective. There's bitches that think they're, this and that, and they couldn't, and everyone else is like, are you nuts? Yeah, she is, basically. But like, so all that shit, my whole thing was, what energy are you putting out? Because what you're not saying is saying a lot. And what you're not showing is showing a lot. That was basically my point summed up in 2 sentences. And it was funny because Prophetess Vance says a lot of dudes do that. Are you kidding me? Well, I don't know what niggas be doing. I don't give a shit what they be doing. So I wouldn't know. I found that very interesting. I've seen pics where dudes are in semi-dark. Right. The whole trying to be Mr. Mysterious shit or whatever, I guess, man. All that shit. But it's true. It is true. And I'm saying, like, if you maybe some people have been living with, I mean, look, everyone has hangups, everyone has insecurities, everyone has all that shit, right? But if it's to the point, maybe it's a time, maybe you shouldn't be on a dating site. Maybe you should be spending some time with yourself and getting these things straight, internally and maybe externally. I don't know, Right. Hell, you gotta. you got what you got, so work. You got what you got, so work with it. And what you can do something about, if it bothers you that much, then do something about it. If it don't bother you, then shit, put that two-piece on and rock it. You know, been my true self. Well, that's good, Birdie. If you put yourself out there, you got to get past that fear. That was pretty much, that's another way of saying also, yeah, like you got to, because they're doing this shit. They're doing this fucking Rhythm Nation shit. I'm like, look, 30 pictures of this shit. What the fuck? And it's not just one person. It's a lot of people, a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? Jupiter's cool. Jupiter's sky is cool. Hey, where's Woo Woo tonight? Not sure. I mean, shit, do what you do. Like, fuck what people think. Do what you do. Fuck what people think. Now, I get it. Like, obviously, like, you might want to shower, wash your face before you take a picture that you might use for something, or, basic shit. Another thing that tickles me, man, is these bitches with these fucking eye apps. You don't look exotic or sexy. I'm sorry, babe. You don't, okay? You look like a fucking reptilian, all right? It's creepy as fuck, all right? It's just my opinion. That shit look retarded, all right? You look like a fucking reptilian, okay? It does not make you look exotic. You don't look sexy. It's not like any nigga said, oh my God. Damn, man. Them digital eyes. Ooh. No, it don't happen. All right? It ain't happened yet. I guarantee it. It ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Yes, TV, them weird ass fucking filters. And look, and I'm not gonna get on no tangent about, especially because I know this. I mean, I guess everybody does to some degree at some point in time, but of course, women use them more. To the point where you can even use them on a Face Live. This happened to me back in 2014. Bitch was looking delicious, right? Delicious. And then I meet up with her in person, man, and I don't know what, it was just different. It was just different. And I'm like, I didn't know what happened. I'm like, I fell victim to the sorcerer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. I didn't know. Then I found out later on, oh, a bitch can put a filter on and talk live. So she looks even a little bit more different while talking live. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'd be spooked by reptilian. Yeah, Janet is for real. I mean, it just looks corny as fuck. I mean, that's just my opinion. Once again, if that's what you like to do, you want to look like you're from that TV show V or whatever, the reptilian shit. Hey, knock yourself out. Have fun with that shit. Have fun with that shit. Yeah, once in a while for a laugh. Yeah, for example, you want to see what you look like, or you just do some stupid. Yeah, but like when all your pictures or many of your pictures have that shit, it's like, okay, because at some point in time, someone's going to meet you in real life. Christine in real life says, no, I get people saying things to me because I don't use them, or when I use a filter, I show a side-by-side of me with and without a filter. Well, you're a realist. I mean, it's in your name. Christine in real life, I don't believe in false. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Christine. She says, I don't believe in false advertising. You know what it's like to me when I see bitches doing that shit, especially when they're doing the Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation, just this, right? It's like you're hoping that motherfucker just gets close enough where you could just be like, yeah, I got him. It's like that. And that's a horrible attitude to have, or a horrible way to look at the whole situation. It's a horrible way to feel about yourself, to feel you got to do it that way. You should be free to be you. You know what I'm saying? Open the doors for business. And whoever needs, whoever's interested, hey, there it is. I have not filters to my photos. Handsome Shango found you my picture sexy. I never understood the catfish thing. That's a whole other thing. That's some old other shit. The catfish is some old other shit. I mean, in some ways, it's like you might as well be catfishing because you don't look like the bitch in this picture. Okay? You don't. You're better off coming through guns blazing with who you are. That's all I'm saying. Shit. When you wake up with Ben in the morning hikes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And all that makeup and shit come off. Who said that shit? Fucking, I can't remember if it was Kevin Hart or Cat Williams or some shit. He was like, yeah, you go to bed with one bitch, wake up with a construction worker the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. Shit. You know? I mean, it's okay. I like a woman who can, I like my women more natural, to be honest. Like, if you want to put all that shit on your face, cool. You can look hot that way too, cool. Have you seen some of these transformation videos though? Like where the bitch looks one way and through this sorcery we call makeup looks totally different. To whereas the next day when you wake up with that bitch, you're going to be pissed off. You're going to be upset. Right? By then it might be too late though, but I've had to go, oh wow, you look like your pics. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When I was 28, I met this guy in person. He was surprised I look like myself. I told him I don't got time to be lying like that. Yeah. Another thing you can do too is like, hell, make yourself look a little bit like, downplay yourself a little bit more. And then when you see them, put on something nice, do this and that. Don't do the opposite though. Don't do the opposite. I met another bitch. She was nice as fuck too. She was cool. It's just when she showed up, once again, stark contrast. And I'm like, these angles and the lighting and just a particular face on every picture, like you only make one face. It's like, I know why you make that face, because if you open your mouth, that shit's gonna be like ah, makeup is just to enhance. Thank you. Thank you, Janet. I agree with that. It's crazy when people are surprised or ruiners. Yeah. Yeah, man. That shit's funny though. It's funny. But yeah, I didn't know it was like that, TV, as far as for y'all women. I would thought men are more just kind of out there and shit with their stuff. I didn't know some of them just sit in like shadows or whatever. And sometimes that's also because they may have a girlfriend or a wife, and their wife or girlfriend has friends, right? It's not just the wife you gotta look out for. You gotta look out for her friends too. And the friends or coworkers who know you because they see your picture every day at her workstation or wherever, you know, and you don't know who they are. So then you get one of them, hey, I was on FB and you still married? You still with that guy? Oh, why I ask? Oh, I probably should. Well, I was just on FB. I seen somebody that looked like, but show you? Okay. Hell yeah, man. Some of them will even have model pics knowing damn well that ain't them. That's a lot of dudes do that shit. A lot of dudes do that shit. I've heard a lot of horror stories about that. Mr. A little padded bra, okay or not? Not understanding that. I mean, I wouldn't care about it. Whatever. I don't really care. Like titties are titties. Titties are gravies on the potato. I do love a good pair of titties. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not really I can't consider myself a titty man now. I'm more of a nalga man. Hey, Deacon, it's Glenn. Well, if you do that type of shit, Prophet Advance, if somebody does that type of shit, they must not really be planning on ever meeting you. And it's just going to create, I mean, how many of us have not seen the show Catfish? Like, you're just going to create more problems after problems after. It's just so much easier to just tell the truth, you know? Gravy on the potatoes, man, on the patatas, on the patatas. Yep. You're just trapping yourself. You're just trapping yourself. Where are we at? Fuck, 11 o'clock. Going, yo, man. All right, so look, what I'm gonna do is I'll just do a couple. Actually, I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna chop it up with you guys for another 2-3 minutes, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Tomorrow, I'm gonna come on. We're gonna do some spiritual GPS. Okay, where are you going? What's going on? What's happening? What's ahead on your road? Right? It's good to check the GPS. Do you got traffic? Do you got an accident? Is the road out? Is the bridge on fire? Or are your roads clear? You know, there are women. PG says, "Child, I don't want to date nobody online. Sorry." It can work. It can work. It can work. You just have to be discernful also. Like it can work. It can work. There are women that have had that happen to them. The man thinks she'll forgive him because they had good combo. See, that's like that bait and switch shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's like that bait and switch shit. Like you're only not showing a bunch of you. You're only showing a little bit of you. You know, you're only showing a little bit of you, and then you're hoping that once you get momentum with the person, you know, after that, that's that whole bait and switch. Gotcha. Jupiter Skies, cool, said just be yourself. Don't need the fake shit. You don't. And you can't get away with it for long if you fake it. Like there's a time limit on that shit, you know? You dig? There's a time limit on that, and it's only gonna last so long. Eventually, somehow, some way, whatever you faking, whatever funk you're faking is going to come out. Well, we got a little everything. Hmm? Well, we got a little Emma. That's being delusional on their part because they don't want that done to them. Yeah, of course not. Yeah, it's you just have to be able to sort through the shit though. You know, you have to be able to sort through the shit. And that's even in like real life, you know, you have to just be able to sort through the shit. That's got to be damaging to their self-esteem because that's definitely it is. It just and like I said, it just keeps going. It just puts you further, it just traps you more and more. That's all it does, it just traps you more and more, you know. It just traps you more and more. To whereas you have all these constructs in your mind why they can't find out this, they can't find out that, and you're spending so much time and energy trying to salvage and you know like they say one lie leads to another leads to another leads to another leads to another, you know. So if a man don't like that, oh well, yeah, you know, that should be the attitude. PG, that should be the attitude, because trust me, there's plenty of dudes who would, you know what I'm saying. So like there's no need to have to play yourself and do that shit, you know what I'm saying. So yeah. Plenty of dudes. Plenty of dudes, man. I don't know how we went from your own tow truck to dating shit, but hey, this is what happens when you're in spirit too, okay? I don't know how we got here, but we're here, okay? I was kind of tired today anyway, so I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna kind of freestyle it. I got some bullet points. Get the bullet points out and just see where it goes. I was always myself. I'm happy. Oh, yeah. I have 43 years and feel my good. I feel my younger. Okay. I know that's right, folks. It's all relevant. That's what I say. It's all connected, man. It's all connected. It's all connected. I know you hear me shuffling, but I'm not pulling. When I pull one, I'm gonna have to pull a bunch. I'm not doing that shit. Snowball. Yeah, it is what it is. The bitch, stop putting that goddamn reptilian iron on you, like shit. Like when you, that shit looks. It like almost irks me. I get it. Like Prophetess Vance said, like, you know, if you're just fucking around, you're just trying some shit out, you know. You're like, what does this look like? You know? I did a video where I used an effect where it's like I'm in your fucking sacral chakra, you know, playing around. But not all my pictures, I'm in a chakra. You know what I'm saying? Put collective on roads. Pull collective on roads. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, Mia May. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling it. Like, I know when I'm more on, and I'd rather be of service to those when I'm more on, as far as using that type of faculty, than when I just know, like, you know, to one of them. Sir, don't be playing in people's shot. I can't help it. I'm a conquistador. I invade the lower chakras. That away. Shit. That's how that shit work, you know? That's how that shit work. Yeah. But anyways, I think I'm gonna let y'all go. I needs adjust. There you go. I like that. I like that. Yes. Adjusting, tuning, massaging. Massaging the chakras from the inside out. Namaste. That type of shit. Batteramming them, drilling them. Have you ever had a chakra drilling? Okay. Come to Namaste. Okay. Yeah. So I'm in that mode. You know why? It's because I'm fucking tired. When I start getting tired, I start being retarded. A little bit. Not too much though. Gotta keep my shit, you know. Anyways, Deaconess Glenn. Deaconess Glenn, they talking some shit. I don't know. They talking some shit. They talking some shit. I'll leave with a card. I'll do a leaving card. I'll just say it that way. I'm gonna leave with a card. But get on with this your roads open ritual. You know why it's called that? Because your road's already open. Okay? Your road's already open. And you will find that out. Yeah. Yeah. The number one chakra driller, the Illa chakra driller. Shango motherfucking red. Okay? I know. I'm always starting shit. J-Lo, what's going on? Hey, J-Lo, make sure, please, that you attend next week's mastermind meeting. I know I did cancel today because I did have some shit happen that came up, so I wasn't able to do it. So we just postponed it. So we still have 2 more. All right. Somebody make that a song. Yeah, shit, I'll make that a fucking song. I'll sell it. Oh, we're gonna leave it with this. Isn't that a chakra right there? Just like a heart chakra. I feel like right there. Boom. Yeah. Oh wait, this is coming to. I was gonna take a little shot at somebody, but I ain't gonna do that. Watch somebody make that a song. We'll be there. Okay, cool. Good. I just got to get one more because the two brothers that are we already had the first one. You were not there, so we had to. We used them. We did. You know what I'm saying? As far as like who's gonna be in the spotlight? What's your problem? What's your goal? What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? But that's mastermind talk. I can't be discussing that publicly. You know, go for it. Shit. Nah. I'm not even feeling it. If I was feeling it, best believe I would. If I was like talking my shit, oh yeah, I was talking some shit. Yeah, see, this is that social squirt shit right here. The tetrahedron. Yeah, I might. Okay. New ideas. I said I was leaving you with something, right? Yeah, I didn't say I was gonna tell you what it means. I just said I was looking card. Matter of fact, you tell me what it means. How about that? Ace of clubs. Oh, you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. Oh, you're gonna learn, man. Who said what? Probably wrong. The copycat. Here go the weird sound. Oh, am I doing a robot? It must be saying time to go, Shaka. It's time to go. Am I doing a robot? Very good, Mia May. Keep going. What else you got? Sounds like a Mercury issue. Nonsense. Am I still sounding no, you may not ask that. We don't mention that name here, Miss Garcia. um, come on, let me get some more information on this. I need to read it. Shit. What's up with this? Ace of clubs. Who can help me? This is interactive here. It's interactive TV. The little trickster is running around. So I am still a robot. Okay, that's my way of saying it's time to go. Ideas, new ideas. That's definitely the case over here. Always new ideas. I'm like a shark. I got to keep swimming. You know, gotta keep swimming. Alrighty, alrighty. No more robots, no more anything. Y'all have a great night. We're gonna come back tomorrow. I'll be doing GPS, spiritual GPS card pools for free. And if you have some questions, which I know you do, and you know you do, you'll be able to PayPal me that. Okay? Oh, sure. Y'all don't want to let me go. That's what it is. All right, Toodles. I bid you adieu. Okay. Good night, Deacon and Smack. Birdie. No, Birdie, it ain't like that. It's just not. Yeah, like, I just don't speak on certain things, acknowledge certain things, mention certain things, anything. It's just, it ain't all up here. It ain't all down here. There's no reason to apologize. You asked and you asked. Obviously, you can tell that that person is no longer here and hasn't been for quite some time. So, you know, there it is. I'll leave it at that. I shall leave it at that. Okay. I'll leave it at that. All right. Who knows, man? This person may even be on the motherfucking line. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna. because I don't know how many people are on here. We only got how many people actually interacting. So somebody's watching. Sometimes people just like to listen to me talk shit. I don't know why, but hey, I ain't even mad at it. I'm glad. So yeah, I know it for a fact, and I know there's people also on here that come on here that don't fucking like me or have a problem with me, and they like to put the fucking this fucking big bastard thumbs down. I'm thumbs down in your video, bitch. Oh. I got the one thumber downer. That's his nickname of the book. Sometimes maybe two. You know what I'm saying? But there's a person that loves to just thumb down my shit. He ain't even finished playing yet. They're like, thumbs down. Thumbs down. Yeah, so hey, whatever. I'm just doing my motherfucking thing. Okay? If there's people who just like to watch for just entertainment per word, maybe they're learning some shit, maybe they picked up some things here that I want to be able to hear some good shit from them. If they use it, implement it, cool. All right. Then you have others who don't like me, who just want to see what the fuck Sango's doing, what's he's doing, and how's he saying it, and making sure he ain't talking about us. It's not like I said. It's not like I said. It's not like I said. Oh wait. Spirit said, there's a person out there. Yes. Spirit is saying, okay. Spirit is saying you're embarking into some type of new project, enterprise of a product or service. You need to tell your partner to get off their fat ass and help you promote it. That's what Spirit said. Yeah. That's what Spirit said. Spirit said you better tell that nigga to get off his ass and help you promote it. Girl. So now I'm back to normal. Yeah, I come back to normal when I'm talking shit. Anyways, I am going to excuse myself. See, the deaconesses and the prophetesses, they pick up on the Holy Spirit too. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, thank you, Miss Garcia. Appreciate you. J-Lo buffering Spirit said, voice fixed. Oh. Well, yes. Silly, no. Tired, yeah. So you know what? You might be catching. I guess sometimes. You know what? I have an inner retard. Okay, wait. Is that not politically correct? I don't know, but I got one. Yeah. I'm like, when the dead, let the dead lay with the dead. I don't speak of the dead. I think some of you are probably like that too, right? When you done, you should be done, right? You should be done. It's almost as if that never happened. What am I talking about? Oh, I don't know. Read between the fucking lines, all right? Tired, silly, same shit. Yeah. It's good to laugh. Laughing is good spiritual technology. You know what I'm saying? Laughing is important spiritual technology. There's a whole science behind the whole laughing Buddhas. Yeah. Shots fired. TV. Every time I see the eyes, I hear Prophetess Van, shots fired. Yeah. But hey, whatever, man. Because sometimes a person, sometimes you got to get your petty Betty on or something. Someone's talking some shit or someone's doing something, or they're trying to make it seem a certain way, but behind the scenes is different. They all up in your shit or trying to be, as far as just, trying to say sweet nothings and shit. And it's like, look, silence, radio silence, yo. That's how I deal with them. Radio silence. And then sometimes, you want to throw a little shot or two. Just say, fuck it. I see you. I see your bullshit pettiness and I raise you. I'm a Cancer. We do petty well. Yes, you do. Some of the most petty. Cancer. I had to take Benadryl, man. Yeah, I maybe need to take that. I like those cute fat Buddhas. Right. You know, a lot of this shit, I try and be as transparent as possible. You know, I've made it known that I am definitely not I'm not perfect by any means. I can be a fucking asshole. Spiritual doesn't mean nice. Okay. A lot of people mistake spirituality with morality. No, no, it's not the same shit. You can be a fucking asshole. You can be a bitch. You could be whatever and be actually one of the most spiritual motherfuckers. Okay. It doesn't mean you're going to be all so nice. Oh, namaste. Hmm. Okay. I recognize why you're kind of boyering me. And I bless your chakras. Okay. No, you can be an asshole. You can be you. You know what I'm saying? You can be you. But don't get it fucked up. Okay. Don't get it fucked up now. Yeah. But I don't go backwards. I go up and I go forward. And that's what I do, you know? And maybe someday I will get left. So I'll know what that feels like because I've never been left ever. And I'm not saying it in a braggadocious way. I'm just saying, hey, it's just the way it happened to turn out. When I look through Shango history and I flip through the pages, no, 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 no. It just ain't. I'm not saying it can't though. I'm not saying it can't. I just ain't met the one who had. I just ain't met the one who can. That's all, you know. Yet, maybe there is a yet. I don't know. I'm really not tripping. I'm 47. I don't have time for foolishness. Some of them light workers be passive aggressive. They be passive aggressive as fuck. You're better off just being your straight up asshole self. Okay, your whole ass self. Word. I think I'm going to make me a meal. And I'm going to, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do right now, actually. Maybe I might take that bath right now. I just might do that. And then eat. Because one thing you don't want to do is take a hot bath right after you fucking ate. That makes you feel like shit. Okay. Oh, yeah, no foolishness. No foolishness. No foolishness. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm done. Now I'm fucking done. All right. Now I'm out of here. Tomorrow, Monday. All right. Monday the 2nd, August 2nd. All right. I will be back and I'm going to do some spiritual GPS pulls for y'all. Okay. Absolutely free as a gift. Thank the Your Roads Open Ritual because that's who's responsible for it. I'm doing it in its name. Okay. If you also have specific questions, now's the time to get that debit card, that credit card ready, because I will be ready. All right. What time? Good question. I actually, I don't just do this shit. I live this shit. And my roads have been, I haven't, I'm not going to say, I've already said I'm not saying anything about this. I had a very lucrative deal that I closed. Okay. I will say that part. But anything else around it, and it has nothing to do with like, it has nothing to do with my spiritual business. Okay. But it affects my spiritual business, if you understand. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna let the change show as it comes about. I'm not gonna say a goddamn thing. You know. But having said that, Mrs. Deaconess Schmacky, There may be some things I need to do tomorrow that I don't yet not know of. I have a meeting. I'm awaiting to see what time that meeting is. A change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. It's already here. It's gonna show. That's all. Yeah. But I'm extremely, yeah, man. I was like, and the way that shit happened was not because I actively was out doing certain things. Like, it was actually based on some shit from a little bit ago, you know. And then the way everything just do 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 do. You work your work, it works. That's what I can say. I can say that. Yeah, I prefer the later times. Okay, yeah, less distractions for you, huh, Deaconess? You want your go fix undisturbed. Roger that. I get you. It falls in place. It does. There's a divine timing to things, people. You think right now, sometimes a lot of you think you're fucking blocked, and you're not blocked. It's just the natural order in which shit is getting orchestrated for you and in the best possible way, and even better than you can fucking think. But we want to get impatient, and we want to say, oh, I'm blocked on this. More road openers, more paths. It's like, would you just chill the fuck out? Shit, that's all you got to do. Shit, that's all you had to say. You know? Oh, you calling the wolf? That's what I be referring to when I say pay. Yeah, like just go with it, man. Go with it. Go with it. Hey, you ever notice too? This is see for some of you come and go, right? Of course, fucking with go, you're gonna be coming more than you go. But some of y'all are mainstays here, being mainstays here, right? I was gonna ask a question, but I just thought you know what? Fuck that. I ain't even gonna ask it. I've noticed it's not even a question, but I guess it's observation. I've noticed a lot less troll fuckery since things have changed for Papa Shanguito. I'm just gonna say it like that. I just did, Jello. And you know, sometimes when you change your scenery, that could be places, that could be people. Things change, man. Things change. Things change. Sometimes it's the person right next to you. And I'm not saying this was the case for me, but might be for you. Sometimes it's that person next to you who's kind of like cock blocking your road. I think y'all know that though. No, shit though. You know that shit. But Deaconess Smacky, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, have you not noticed? I mean, yeah, I don't. I've had a lot of reflection time. That's how I notice things. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what sucks too? I just come over that. You know how like when have you ever been with somebody, right? And maybe you get to know their friends, right? And when you and the person are no longer, you know, like even if you were somewhat friends with the person you were with, friends or whatever, you know, I don't know about you, but when That's happened to me. As cool as they are, hey, it's still this shit. Like I'm not still hanging around, floating around, loitering, lurking, just here and there, you know? Like when you cut it, you want to be able to cut it, right? You don't want to have to see nothing else about anything, right? But on these motherfucking social media streets, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. It should be, but it ain't. I'm just maybe old school with it. If we're together and I become friends with your friends, oh yeah, we're friends, this and that. Then if there's no more you and I, like I ain't gonna be, I'll say hey, I'm not gonna be rude, but there's a certain unspoken thing. There's this shit, you know, because I can get my own fucking friends. Okay, I can get my own shit. I can get my own scene. I don't need your friends. I don't need none of that shit, and I don't want it. This is what I get for being up at 222. Hey, nigga, why? Yeah, I just keep asking stuff to keep happening, and it does. They're warriors, messengers, whatever. Whatever. I mean, hey, you can't control the well, you can control the weather to some degree, but I mean, it's just I find it odd. I find it funny. You know, I don't know. It can be irritating though, because I'm a man who likes clean cuts. You understand? I like scalpels, right? Just there, done, right? I don't like all the intermingling shit and all that, especially if I was dumb enough to make it a problem for myself. Or it's not even a problem. Let me correct myself. Scratch that, strike that. It's not a problem. But like I said, when you're doing your feasel like a weasel, you just want to be able to, you know, it's like it's almost as bad as if you start messing with somebody at work, or even worse, if you're like in your building, in your apartment complex. Now you gotta see them every day after, or you gotta see them here and there. You go to the fucking laundry room. At least in public, at least in public, I can pretend I don't know you. I can pretend I never knew who the fuck you were. I walk right by you, you wouldn't think nothing. You wouldn't think, man, this dude's dick was all over this, all in this bitch, all in her tonsils, gallons of DNA later. Like you would never know, because I can do that. I don't have to be all like, hey, you know, just like I never knew you. Now I don't want too many folks around me. Yeah. But it makes it more difficult, you know, when you gotta keep here and there. It's like, I ain't trying to here and there, okay? I don't want to see Nathan about you. And it's not even on no bullshit. It's not even on no hate shit. It's not even on no whatever. It's just, I like scalpels. Okay? All right. I'm going to get out of here. I'm just to take this motherfucking bath. Some of y'all need to take a bath. You need to wash your aura's ass out there. Yes, you. I see you. Okay? Your aura got dingleberries in it, okay? It's time to wash that aura's ass of yours. Okay? Stay classy.